What is up, you guys? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and I have another foundation review video for you today. All these makeup companies are bringing out the concealers, bringing out the foundations. They are not playing around in 2019. So today I have for you the brand new bareMinerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick to try out. We are going to see how the wearability is, how the blendability is, if it's pigmented, how much coverage you get, and all that fun stuff, and if it's actually hydrating for my super dry skin. So if you want to see that, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, keep on watching. Sit back, hang tight, keep on watching. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Okay, we are going to jump right into specifications real quick, and do note if I sound nasally and a little bit sick, it's because I'm nasally and a little bit sick. I don't know if it's allergies, I don't know what's going on. It's not a runny nose situation, so I know I won't be messing up this foundation, but it's a swollen throat and just back of the sinuses. Fun thing, but I persevere and I tread on. So let's talk really quickly about this brand new foundation that just launched. It is a part of the Complexion Rescue series. If you weren't familiar, they already had this one out for a while now. Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I actually really like this, kind of like a tinted moisturizer, just a tiny bit more coverage. And I like to build this up with a foundation powder on top, and it gives me nice flawless coverage with you know, a quick buildable, blendable. So I usually do that on days that I don't want to do a lot of fuss and I don't want to wear concealer or anything, and I just want to kind of even out my skin tone and base. So I'm hoping this is a step up for that, maybe like a few steps up, because this is not a lot of coverage. It's more about evening out skin tone and texture. I'm wanting to get some more coverage with this. I have since fallen in love with the ColourPop foundation stick, as you might know if you watch my channel, and that one is only $10. This bad boy right here retails for $32, so it better be beating that one for that price point, in my opinion. I do like that it claims to be hydrating because, like I just mentioned, I do have very dry skin. It's supposed to be full of fresh, clean coverage, medium to buildable, so that's about the same description that the ColourPop one has. It says medium to buildable on their website. Also note that it is oil-free, so non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested, and not only is it cruelty-free, that is awesome, but it's also vegan, double awesome. They launched this both in Ulta and Sephora, so no exclusivity in that, and you probably can pick it up at your local beauty store, whoever carries it, because it should be fine, and bareMinerals.com and all that stuff. They launched this with 20 shades in mind. Now, I felt like the shades were a little bit tricky. It didn't seem that much coverage in the store. I'll give you that when I was trying to pick my color. I got Birch 1.5. This is only the second lightest shade, which I didn't think was that light. So if you are more fair tone, maybe go in and swatch it up, but I don't see ones that are super fair, but I could be totally wrong about the one that I picked. But enough jibber jabbing, you guys just want to see how it applies on the face. I know you can find all this on the internet, but I know some of you guys like specifications too, and I'm just trying to give the people what they want. Let's go in with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, because that is what I like to do. Just to update you guys on that Tarte Base Tape Primer, no, I didn't like it. After all of that, I ended up trying it with other stuff, but I just felt like it was making all my foundations kind of weird, so not enjoying that. Go back to Too Faced, and I think I might change the Too Faced one still, because I feel like it's just not giving me the oomph anymore, but it could just be, you know, the season, the mood, my skin. Zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit better. Can I just say the packaging is gorgeous though? Super pretty, super coordinated with the rest of the line. I really like that. You know what? The thing about bareMinerals is, it's one of those brands that I feel like everybody uses, but nobody talks about, you know, or they have used. So I would, hang on, I gotta stop myself. This feels very cooling and soothing immediately off the bat. That's real nice. Wow, okay, I like that. I don't know how much to use. I'm gonna use this Rose Romance brush from the BH Cosmetics line, because I feel like it blends out my stick foundations really well. Let's see though. Super easy to blend, but how's this coverage so far? Light. Maybe, well, I mean, I have a lot. Okay, let me just blend it out and form an opinion after that. I always tend to jump to conclusions. Jumping to conclusions. Okay, so far that's a little bit more coverage than their gel cream. Not much though, you can still see lots of freckles and discoloration, lots of redness still. So let's see how buildable it really is. Claims to be, so let's do that. Wow, it feels so nice though. I hope it works because it feels really, really cooling and hydrating on the skin. Wow, like nothing I've ever felt except the Milk, what's it called, cooling primer feels like this. Not liking it yet. Okay, I don't want to do more than these 2 layers because then I think it'll start getting all creasy and weird. Doing weird stuff on my forehead. No! Oh, it's like flaking up and getting dry patches. I don't know if it's because it's not working good to build it or if it just isn't wanting to cooperate with my skin. Okay, let's switch to like a beauty sponge. Oh, my skin's so textured. You know, sometimes things look weird until you do concealer and set it, so let's not give up hope yet, guys. Let's not give up hope. Right now, though, for $32, and I can still see everything. I mean, it covered up a little bit. I was very like red and almost like inflamed, it feels like, my skin. So it did give some coverage. I would say light to medium, nowhere near full. Yeah, and it's very sticky to the touch. So I would be afraid to do a 3rd layer because I feel like it's starting to cake up a little bit. Kind of sitting on top of my skin. That's the look it's giving. It's not meshing. And then I'm getting some pore freckles, some patchiness, and kind of just like picking up on some weird texture around the nose. Ooh, and the forehead. Yeah, forehead's looking weird. Before I go and set everything and add my own concealer, it says you can use this as a concealer just by warming some up with your fingertip and tapping it. So let's give it a try. That little guy is real bad. That helped a little bit. The nose is like the really bad area. Let's try that. That looks even worse on my nose. Cool, cool. It did help cover up that red spot though. Let's see how this pimple goes. No, I don't love it for that. bareMinerals always does that with their stuff. It's like, you can use it as concealer too. It's like, well, you can. It doesn't mean that it does a good job of it though. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. For reference, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I've really been enjoying that. I'm gonna use the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder to set because I unfortunately have been enjoying that. Not unfortunately, I mean, I just don't love the price point, but I'm glad that I found a powder that I really like. Do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back and show you how everything looks all set and done. Maybe there's hope. Let's see. Okay, let me go ahead and take back a couple of the things that I said about this foundation before setting it and doing all the rest of my makeup and stuff, because I'm judging it like under a microscope here, and some of the texture issues that I was having have seemed to go away. It's not really an issue anymore, so I'm liking that. Everything's looking better right here. The nose is still an area of concern around the creases here, some patchiness, and I have a little bit of concern on the forehead, but everywhere else seems to have settled down and it's kind of become a part of my skin, which is what I was going for. Now this foundation claims to be like a good on-the-go, glowy, hydrating type of foundation stick. I will say it's definitely glowy and hydrated. I think I look very lit from within, really nice. I like the overall appearance of my skin, looks really healthy. Now as far as on-the-go type of foundation, I don't know. That depends the way that you like to do your makeup. For me, this is not something of a first impressions that I would grab for a quick on the go. It is about a medium coverage, maybe a little less than medium. For me, once you get to the medium territory, I'm like, what's the point? I'm either like go big or go home. If I want a tinted moisturizer, I would still do this if I just want a little something. This seems faster to me because I could just slap this on, put some powder foundation on, and then like that's pretty much it. With this one, I felt like I still needed to conceal because it was like, well, you got a little more coverage, but then there's some stuff peeking through. So for me, I'm not a medium coverage type of gal. If you are, maybe try this. If you are dry skin, you want that glowy look, give that a shot. If you're oily though, this is super hydrating, so be warned. So coverage, I'm not gonna judge it saying it's not good coverage because it's claiming to be medium, and I think that this is a medium coverage, definitely, definitely. But as far as like how this wears and everything, let's go ahead and do a little wear test and see how things hold up throughout the day, because I have a couple areas of concern, but if it stays similar to this, it'll be fine. It's a fine foundation. Does it replace my $10 ColourPop foundation? No, but to me that one's almost full coverage. So it just depends on what you want and the products that you're looking for. So enough jibber jabbing, let's go ahead and see how the wear test went. All right, you guys, it has been about 4 hours. Just wanted to do a little check-in, show you how everything is looking. almost the same, but the nose situation actually seemed to settle down. It definitely became like a part of my skin. Still medium coverage, just a couple little areas that are rubbing down, but I was eating and cooking and all that stuff. As far as medium coverage, it's definitely light to medium like it describes. Definitely a radiant finish, kind of giving like a dewy type of finish. So I will update you guys in another 4 hours and we'll see how it lasted then.
6 hours later.
How's it looking? Not good, Joe, not good. Here's the situation that we are working with. Now I will say 10 hours is a little bit longer than I would usually go on a wear test. Usually it's around 8 hours, but the day will happen and such is life. You can see right here, what is this? Like, what is that weird texture going over that pimple? Not good. Not really covered on other areas. At about the 8-hour mark, I have to say it still looked pretty okay, but it was getting like heavy on the oils. As you saw, it was a pretty dewy foundation, but oils very much powering through right now, lots of shine. And when anytime something gets pretty oily, separation does occur. So take that into consideration if you have oily to normal skin and you're considering this foundation. If you are really dry, doing some different products to finesse it. If you like this medium coverage, if you like the overall radiant finish of it, then you could probably do some things to make it work and powder a little bit throughout the day. But at the 8-hour wear mark too, I noticed transferring started happening. So again, that just goes with something that's super oily. So not much else to say. I need to wrap this up. I'm getting a really bad migraine and that's not fun with these bright lights. So if you have any other questions about this foundation, definitely drop them down below. But I hope this was informative and I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will continue to use this foundation and try it different ways. And if I change my mind on anything, if I feel like I need to do an update video, I will let you guys know with that. All right, my love bugs, thank you all so much for tuning in today for this foundation review. I do have a couple more foundations coming up this month. I've had a couple people ask for the Pacifica foundation specifically. Do not worry, I'm actually doing a more thorough review, trying it out this week, and then I'll be reviewing it next week for you guys, so stay tuned for that. It's, yep. Anyways, if you are new to my channel and you just stumbled upon my face for the very first time, hey, what's up? Welcome. Please go down and hit that little red subscribe button. That way you can be a part of our fam bam and get notified when I post, which is at least 3 times a week. And I would love to have you. If you want, you can come hang out with me on social media. I am on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm trying to like get more involved in Facebook, but it's like that whole like look of it is just a mess. So I have a challenge with that. But anyways, you can find me at AEHM Artistry on all of those. And that's it. I hope every single one of you out there have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, happy, lovely, day.